Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Pyroraptor figure from Mattel. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks awesome, and yeah, just beyond the just kind of dinosaur itself looking awesome, they just did a fantastic job here translating that into plastic. And I'll start off with these colors. I really love this kind of really deep reddish orange, and the dark gray is a fantastic contrast, and it really captures the eye. Probably one of the most striking figures in Hammond Collection because of that. Beyond that, sculpt is fantastic, just as we've come to expect from this line. So we get lots of feathers going on here. Then we get some, a little bit of scales, mostly on the face. And then, obviously some claws as well, which are rounded off as they have been for a lot of the other dinosaurs. But just really nice. We get a little bit of light gray here at the end to kind of fill that out. And tail itself is also really nice sculpt, especially like the way it kind of flares out at the back. So really cool stuff going on there. Not only that, but we do get the mouth fully colored in, so to get that kind of lighter pink there. The teeth are all nicely done. We do have the glassy eyes that we've been seeing from this line for probably a year and a half now, and they definitely work here. My lighting is not doing it any justice, but they are nicely done. Kind of an amber color, and then we get the pupil painted on top, but again, that isn't showing up here, so I apologize for that. But yeah, all around, just a really cool looking figure. Articulation is really nice with some new additions that we have not been seeing on these smaller dinosaurs so far. So getting into it, first we do have an articulated jaw, as we actually saw in the last section, so we can open about that much. We can close all the way. Then instead of the hinge and swivel, now we actually get a ball joint here at the base of the neck, or the base of the head, and then a ball joint at the base of the neck as well. So we're not getting quite the range we got before. We can fully straighten out. And then coming down, we're just not tucking the head quite as much. We do get a little bit of side to side as well. So we are sacrificing some range, though the sculpt is definitely a little more seamless than it was before. So I guess it's gonna be personal opinion. I'd rather have the range, to be honest, but I can see people preferring this as well. So all up to you there. We get rotation from both of those joints as well. Then we are hinge and swivel at the shoulders, so we can come all the way out into a T and come in about that far. Then we get single jointed elbows, and these are very small pins. They make me nervous. They don't always feel like they're supposed to be moving. So I'm being really cautious with it. So you can open up about that far, and as you can see, you can fold it in ideally all the way, but not quite. It kind of stops right about there. We get some swivel there as well. And then for the hips, not bad range out. So this is all the way in, it's all the way out, pretty much further than we've gotten from many of these raptors before. Then we get rotation. We can pretty much go all the way around. We can go all the way around, not pretty much, we literally can. So there's that. Then we get single hinges at the knees. So we're coming in about that far. We're straightening out all the way. The top of the foot is just where it is. Then we get the toes, fold all the way in, come all the way down, and we get rocker there as well. Then we get the ball joint, the base of the tail, and a bendy wire for the rest of it, and very generous as well. Like, you can get some really nice poses out of this, up and down and side to side. So really probably one of the funnest bendy wire tails in the line so far. Just really nice and solid, feels good. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here they are with some other Hammond collection. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons, Oni do us truly in human form as a Valve vs. Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Pyroraptor from Mattel is that this is a great figure. Again, a lot of great stuff that we have been seeing with the Raptor figures up to this point in the line, with some adjustments. I'm not as big a fan of the neck as I am the older ones, just because the older ones give a little more range. But this does kind of clean up the aesthetics a little bit. Speaking of which, that like reddish orange and the dark gray really pop. Just fantastic looking figure overall. So highly recommend it, certainly if you're collecting the line, if you just like dinosaurs, or if Pyroraptor is your favorite dinosaur. So I wish you the best of luck in hunting this down. And with that being said, I hope you found this review informative and some entertaining. And if that's the case, I hope to see you back here so we can just talk about some nice plastic, escape the world for a while. But really, at the end of the day, I just hope that you're well, hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.